Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. Oh, that doesn't need to go there. Hi, everybody. Oh, oh. How are we doing today? I didn't stream yesterday, and I'm sorry, I was too busy playing Tomodachi Life for like 10 hours almost. I think I played for like 6, actually. Probably won't play Tamagotchi Life on the streaming platform mostly because I don't want to have to remake like the same characters that I want to sit there and make, and plus I'd end up drawing for like the entire thing. So I'm just gonna think that I'm gonna keep Tamagotchi Life up to me. Also, I have my glasses off, so if you guys can't hear me over the music, just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna make sure this is cranked, as always. Ooh, I'm gonna make sure I turn this down just a smidge, so that way y'all can, excuse me, y'all can hear me. That, and plus the song was a little loud. Oh, well, it might be a little too quiet now. No, I think it might be right. Is correct. Timer goodbye. We're gonna be going some soft resets, because I haven't soft resetted in a minute, and I kind of want to try to get pretty far in my soft resets, just so that way I can, you know, actually play the game that we spent $20 on eventually. So and since I have to fill in the void of not being able to play Cookie Run Kingdom because of the K-pop Demon Hunters collab, and just the way they designed it, just about every tab you click on it, is like, the Soda Pop song, or the other one, Golden or whatever, and then that one mini game where it has that other song that the guys sing. I don't know what it's called. I only really know anything about K-pop now because of the Cookie Run collab that I did on my own. So like I don't know, man. Oh, it feels like I was gonna throw up. Probably because I had those fries, and like the fries were good in the beginning, and now I can't stand them. I wanted them so badly this morning, and now I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it. You're gonna see that Tamagotchi Life is loaded onto the Switch 2. I'm not playing it on the Switch 2, I'm actually playing it on my original Switch, which reminded me that I actually need to plug my Switch up so it can charge. No, but Akuma, someone who's never actually really played Tamagotchi Life because he liked the DS era, but never liked playing handheld things like that. I had an extra copy of Tamagotchi Life that, I used. And, here, let me do this so that way you guys don't have to hear because is it gonna, oh! Is it gonna be loud? Yeah, I know it's gonna be playing over the music. Let me see. How annoying is it? Yep, goodbye. Oh, I also do not want to hear it. It's like, I also do not want to hear it. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me get the keyboard set up in the way that I want to do it, so that way I can easily press the A button, which let me make sure that the program didn't crash. It did not. Okay, so the last time I did this, let me go look at my YouTube so I can see the last time I did soft reset. The last time I did soft resets was about a month ago. Oddly enough, it was about a month ago. So, what we're gonna do is, since we gotta fill in the void, is I'm gonna try my best to, soft reset as many times as I can tonight. And I know I like, played, like, the soft resetting, and then, hi, Bulbasaur. I know I did, like, the soft resetting, and then, I was like, oh, Jesus. I got, like, 2 to 3 hours in, and then, was like, okay, well, I'm bored and tired of this. But, I'm slowly gonna start getting back into streaming. Eventually, I'll slowly start getting back into doing my VTuber model. Instead of making a schedule, I'm just gonna start trying to stream just whenever I pretty much physically feel like it. Because, yeah. Like, life sucks, and, you gotta go with what you can get. My friend, Doodle is doing this as well. He's, double resetting for, Squirtle, and he got it, which I wasn't in the stream for that, because I think I was not feeling well. But he accidentally soft reset over it. as you know, one would do when you're talking to a live chat and not necessarily paying attention. But he's currently going for it again because, you know, he accidentally soft reset over it. But I want to try to see. I kind of want to try to see if I could get my Bulbasaur, which I went back through my notes, and apparently I had decided that we were gonna nickname this thing Belch. I don't know why, but this will be Belch the Bulbasaur. No nickname, please. Oh, but yeah, my partner has been watching me play the Tamagotchi Life. I would love to show you guys like all the characters I've made, but I've got some not safe for work content post on the thing because, you know, there's no filter on the new Tamagotchi Life. So yeah, I've been using it to its pretty much fullest advantage. Which is pretty fun. It's kind of funny. My partner has made like a couple of OCs for it. I've pretty much been making Dispatch characters and Cookie Run Kingdom characters with like some of my IRL like friends and stuff. I haven't made my dad yet. That's probably what I'll do. I got married to White Lily Cookie, and my best friend is currently in a well, not even in a relationship, just hard crushing on Pure Vanilla Cookie, to which he is also hard crushing on my best friend as well. But for whatever reason, they keep like doing, I don't know how much you guys have gotten like into it, but they keep doing like little interactions of being like, oh, what would life be like if they were my sweetheart? And they haven't done anything about it. And I spent the last 4 hours last night trying to like force them to, you know, fall in love, like more, actually be in a relationship. But whatever, right? Like, you know, F me, I guess. And then, what was I talking about? Oh, and then, my partner, is currently, absolutely, like, in love with Phenomaman from Dispatch, my short king, as rightfully so. Because I'm making all of the cookies, like, short, because, you know, they're cookies, so obviously they're gonna be small. But, they've, like, Phenomaman is, like, kind of in love with my partner, while my partner is, like, absolutely, like, head over heels, for my partner. All because, like, he helped Phenomaman up, and then it's like, or Phenomaman helped him up, because, like, they were, like, really good friends, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is really cute. And then, like, Akuma is like, wow, is this love? He's so pretty. Or this, like, whatever he said. It was something about butterflies, because, like, butterflies were flying in front of Phenomaman's face. And it immediately went from, like, ultra friends to about to risk it all, and I'm like, oh god. He's gonna fumble. I'm like, this is Phenomaman we're talking about. Like, I would love to show you guys, but I have, like, some, I wouldn't want to say, like, questionable things, but it's not really, like, the image I want you guys to... It's more like the stuff for, like, memes, basically. Yay, Chew Charmander. Like, hurry up with the fanfare. I have a frog to get. And then one of these days, I may do one of the things where it's like, stream's not gonna end until I get the frog, or 10 hours, you know, get here. Because, like, every now and again, I'd like to punch out. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it is. I like to, like, punch out, like, a 10-hour stream, and then I don't stream for, like, 3 weeks. Because it's, like, like, I don't want to say that it's tiring, but, like, it's, for me, it's sitting in the chair that I have now. If I had my old chair, I'd be able to stream for, like, 12 hours straight, like, no problem. But I'm sitting in an office chair now because I broke the, other chair that we had, which we've had that one for years. Like, the chair that we used to have that you'd hear mostly my Zelda streams, where it would creak and stuff like real bad. Yeah, that's the bottom of it, and the pole like finally like broke in two from just years of just, you know, my almost 300-pound butt sitting in it. Yes, I want to go with Bulbasaur, please. Sorry, responding to a text message. No green frog. Okay, there we go. Come on, man. I want to play the game. Dinosaur! Wow. I actually used to think he was a dinosaur. I thought it was two dinosaurs and a turtle. And in fact, I was completely wrong. It's a frog, a frog, a turtle, and a lizard. And I didn't realize that they were basing them off of commonly known house pets that kids would have as house pets in Japan. Bing, bing, bing. Do you know? Oh yeah, and then my best friend and Pure Vanilla Cookie decided to live together in a house, and I was like, oh, well, what would you like our household to be called? So I was like, I don't know. I can't remember what suggestion my best friend had said, but I ended up going with the Vanilla Kingdom because I thought it'd be cute. So the cookies I've made so far, I'm making all of the ancients, and I'm making Shadow Milk Cookie and Shadow Milk Cookie and Silent Salt Cookie. Mostly because of the fact that I like the other three, but like not enough as those two. And I mean, it sounds rude because it's like, well, why would you have all 5 ancients but not like the beast cookies? And I mean, I could make Eternal Sugar Cookie because she kind of rides in between that line of, yeah, I really like you, to, yeah, you're kind of annoying. I don't know. I really like her voice. I really like, you know, like her whole character thing and like her absolute obsession with Hollyberry Cookie. But it's just the fact of like, man, I'm gonna have to try to force her and Hollyberry Cookie to get together. And it's like, well, what if they don't want to get together, you know? Because, like, the way that I'm trying to do it on my island is that, like, people can fall in love with people, people can marry people, you know, that they want to be with, but I don't want to, like, force it, you know? And then it's kind of the same thing with me, like, or the Dispatch. Like, so far for Dispatch, I've made Robert, Royd, Phenomenon. That scared me. It was the pop-up for Fortnite. This scared me. I didn't know what it was. I thought my stream died. But I've made Robert, which I made Robert, like, last night before I went to bed, which, I mean, was pretty basic to make, because, I mean, it's Robert. And then I made Royd, which he was kind of basic too, but that's just because I didn't know, like, how else to really make Royd. And then I made Phenomenon and Blonde Blazer. So I have to make the rest of the Z team. And then I have to sit here, and when I unlock the ability to make, like, drawings and stuff, like pets for them, I'm gonna make Beef, and I'm gonna have to try my best to make the baby boy. And my best friend was like, how are you gonna do Sonar? And I was like, oh, well, I mean, obviously I'm going to draw. And she was like, well, yeah, I understand that you're going to draw, you know, sonar. But, like, it's like, how much detail are you willing to go into? And I'm like, I mean, I made a cake hound for the side quest that whoever asked for the cake hound was like, hey, could you make... So, like, once you get to a certain point, it asks you to make a cake, right? So that way it can teach you that, hey, you can, like, draw your own, you know, items and stuff like that at the pallet house and whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. And at first I was like, man, I don't know what to make a cake, you know, out of. I don't know what to put on this cake. So I was just going to paint it all green and, like, do, like, a texturalized cake where it had, like, you know, like, the shadow and stuff like that. And then my brain goes, oh, wait! And so then I spent 2.5 hours making a cake hound, but still making it look like the base of the cake that they give you. And so I made a cake hound. It's actually pretty good. Oh, but I don't want you guys to have to see, like, all the lingo that I have, because, like, it's not child-friendly. Like... If I'm going to be honest with you, it's pretty far from child-friendly. But I also don't want that to be, like, my brand, because then it's like, what if a sponsor reaches out to me and they, you know, they're like, hey, we want to sponsor you for this thing, and it's like, oh, well, I'll be playing, like, Tamagotchi Life, you know? And then it's like, okay, well, that's fine. And then it's like, you know, they see, like, a pack of Newports that my me's eating. Summary, please. But, like, you get me? Like, I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, yes, let's let people... I don't want to sit there, because I put some... Okay, I might say just this one thing, because I wanted to see if it would be censored. So when I was doing the tutorial, I had made me, obviously, and then I had made my best friend. And or the demo, not the tutorial. Well, I guess it could be counted as a tutorial, but whatever. So I made me, and then obviously I made my best friend, right? And so I was like, they were like, hey, I want to be friends, or I want to get to know, like, or yeah, I want to be friends with, you know, my best friend. And I'm like, okay, cool. And it's like, could you give us something to talk about? So I was like, I want to see if this game is censored. Because, you know, she can't because, and she didn't want her mama to be questioning, like, why she's typing these things out. So she's trying to keep hers, like, relatively clean, but also relatively funny. So I'm like, I don't really care about mine. I don't care. Like, my island's gonna be full of, you know, the latest lingo, right? And so I was like, I'm gonna put gooning, just to see. And it gives you 3 options, right? A person... an object, or whatever it's called, a person, an item, and an activity. So I chose activity, and I chose gooning to see if it would go, and it, like, didn't pop up with saying that, you know, this word isn't allowed, or, you know, whatever. Like, when I was doing my Animal Crossing thing, and it had the, I was trying to name my little cafe, like, Mother's Basement, and I couldn't because the word semen is in the middle of basement, and that flag, the word, is not being allowed to be used. And so I was like, okay. I was like, let's see if there's the censorship. And so then they talked about gooning to get along. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's uncensored for the demo, and, like, when the actual game comes out, it's gonna be censored. You know? Because I figured maybe they're doing the experimental phase, and then, like, once I log into the game, they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, this isn't, you know. Beep, 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 beep. It's like, oh, you know, some words that you use during the demo are not allowed and, you know, have been deleted due to, you know, Nintendo's whatever in the hell. And so, when the game came out and I went to go look at the lingo list, gooning still stayed. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm really gonna try to go with the extra mile here. And I haven't said, like, anything, like, drastic or anything. Do you want to give it a nickname? No, thank you. But it's the fact that the game is uncensored, which all in all is great because, you know, it allows us to actually have the freedom we've always wanted. But the downside to that is the fact that you cannot share any memes that you make online. Which, in all actuality, I think is probably the best turnaround that I would have had. Because personally, I would rather have the freedom of speech than to be censored and to have people's me's online. That they have to consistently scan every day, especially with the face paint feature, to make sure that there's, you know, nothing in, like, how, you know, political and all that other stuff. And personally, I take it. Like, I take it any day of the week. Not a shadow. It's like, I personally would take it any day of the week than having to be censored and not have fun. Oh, hold on. Okay, that was weird. My sister tried calling me, but the call didn't connect. Sorry, I've been, why I go quiet, my sister tried calling me, but it didn't connect for some reason. And I'm trying to see, you know the reason why I have to be vigilant of my phone right now, Jesse. So I've been trying to be very vigilant with my phone and everything. Oh, okay, she didn't mean to, okay. Okay, we're fine. We're good. Everything's fine. She didn't mean to call me. Accidental. Okay. Yeah, for context for some people, not to, like, try to be, like, personal, but my great-grandfather's, sick, and so, I've just been, like, hyper vigilant of my phone and everything to make sure that, you know, everything's okay, and if I get a phone call, I'll be pretty okay. Nope. But yeah, what was I talking about? Like, I would love to show you guys my island one day, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll go and look at my lingo and be like, you know what, is this how I want to be branded? And be like, you know what, why not? If people don't like it, people don't have to watch me. Which is not like I have anything, like, offensive or anything. Because I'm not an offense, yeah, whatever. Just stop talking. I'm not an offensive type of person, I should say. But yeah, my great grandfather is sick, so just been making sure that, you know, in case something happens, you know, and if I end up getting to a point where I'm streaming again, like, decently well, and then I disappear again and only come back, like, every now and again, like, you'll know why. There's that feeling again of wanting to throw up. I think it's just what I ate today. The spicy chili Huntrix sauce, I think, is not agreeing with me, or the seasoning for the, because I did get like a fry that was like absolutely like loaded with that seasoning. And as a person who grew up eating like chicken flavored ramen, and now I can't stand like eating it at all. Like, I mean, it was good. It's good. I'm not saying that like the K-pop meal at McDonald's is not bad, because it is good, but I think I had reached my limit of wanting it for, you know, forever. Which, the sauce, I like the Huntrix sauce the most. I tried the what do they call the Sojo Boys, their demon sauce, the purple one, and honestly, first surprise was that it was purple, which my best friend told me it was purple, but I forgot since then. And so, like, I was a little off-put to eating something that was the color purple that, you know, you're not used to being purple. And then the second surprise was how it tasted. I don't know how to describe it without sounding like genuinely accurate, because I don't want to say that like I've done this, because every time I like, people be like, oh well, it tasted like this, and it's like, well, how do you know what that tastes like? That's weird. But it starts off tasting like, oh cool, a honey mustard that has a little bit of a kick to it, right? To after you finish like chewing and swallowing your food, it tastes like you took like the biggest teaspoon or the biggest tablespoon that you own and put it in a jar of Dijon mustard and just go, yummy, yummy. Like in that one scene of iCarly when they were making Gibby spell words and brush his teeth with mustard. Like, that's like what that feeling felt like. And like, it was good, but at the same time, it tastes like you were like eating Dijon mustard like it was peanut butter. And I was like, yeah, if we ever get the Huntrix meal again before it disappears, I reset. I didn't mean to. I have very fat thumbs, so. But it's like, even thinking about it makes my stomach churn, man. I can't do it. Anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping that we get the frog at some point, because I mean I've still seen people who have who are still hunting for their starter, and this thing came out in February. Which it's not like where they've been doing it like me. No, they've been playing since the game came out in February. Like at the end of February, and just resetting over and over and over again, and they still have, like, they've gone like 6 digits, 7 digits even in some cases. Like, I've seen it, and people have still yet to see. Have like still yet to see the thing, and I'm like, oh well, that kind of sucks. Godspeed, you know. And like the first time I'd ever seen, like, actually sat down and watched someone do a full odds hunt, it was my friend Doodle. He's on TikTok as Doodly Bear. So it's like the word doodle with an extra E in between the doodle and bear. Anyway, and he had been, I can't remember if someone redeemed it, or if he like wanted to just do it himself. But he full odds shiny hunted the Virizion in white too. I could be incorrect. It could be black too. It's like I could full frontally be incorrect on that. But he was like, cool, we've made it to Oz, and then oh, we're double over Oz, and then it kind of just like kept going. And he had hunted it off and on for 2 years straight. In between work and college and moving. And finally, one day during stream, and oddly enough, we were talking about me being unemployed and job hunting, which I swear, it's almost as if every time he finds a shiny, it's talking about, like, here recently, since I'd gotten pretty much unemployed, it's been every time we talk about me job hunting, and, you know, just, like, genuinely just, like, asking, like, you know, maybe tips and pointers, and him giving, like, tips and pointers for, like, just people in general. It's like, oops, something shiny. And so you could hear him on his TikTok video talking about, and you could see my thing in the chat talking about being unemployed. I'm famous for being unemployed. Oh, there's an ad. Okay, I'll leave it here so that way, when Jessie comes back, you know, she sees that it's not shiny before I move on. My finger needs, there it goes. Oh, somebody just followed me and I just noticed, and I'm so sorry. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Anulawa, I think. Thank you for the follow. I just noticed it and I'm so sorry. I didn't realize they, cause I have the, maybe I should move my laptop over. I just blinded myself with the light on the thing. Maybe I should move my laptop over so that way. So that way I can see my things a little bit better. Bing, 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 bong. Okay, well, I don't need the mouse. Oh, well, I might need the mouse. I'll just put it on this side, I guess. Try not to blind me again. Okay, using a mouse as a left-handed person feels kind of weird. I wonder how my friend does it, because she's left-handed. I don't know, I guess if you're, like, since it's your dominant hand, it doesn't feel weird. Do they make mice for left-handed people? I want to Google that. Here's our daily Google. Oh, that's what that email was. That someone had started following. When did they started doing that? I just got an email that someone started following me. Okay, that's a little weird. I don't like that. Do they make... Do they make mice for left-handed people? Left-handed mouse! Huh! I never knew that! Oh, it looks weird. Huh! That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that they actually did that. The more you know. Bing, 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 bing. Anyway, ads end in a minute. But thank you for the follow, if you're still here. Also, sorry if you got slapped with an ad as soon as you got here, but thank you for the follow now that you're here again, if possibly. Yay! Anyway, it wasn't a shiny. So we're gonna reset. Also have my laptop a little closer to me so now I can see if, like, something changes and stuff like that. Yay! B! A! B! sound like that thing from Five Nights at Freddy's where it's like, Which, speaking of which, I can't wait to see when that movie finally comes out to DVD, the second one, because I'm gonna buy it like so fast. It'll be so exciting! I love how this so far has been like a mix as far as from music recognition. So far it's been a lot of Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild. And then like the one song that I've heard that's from Wind Waker. Which, speaking of which, I've been kind of like in the mood to want to play a Legend of Zelda game on the channel. And like, I don't know, because like the game that I want to play is the I want to play Hyrule Warriors, because I feel like that'd be fun, but that will also probably bring out like the worst, not like the worst in me, but like there will be cussing and there will be screaming, because that game, like everything in that game is like on a time limit, okay? And it's like, oh, cool, you need to make sure that you stay alive. And then it's like, oh, hey, here's 2 to 3 other playable characters that are on the map that you will also need to make sure that they stay alive. Because if they flee at any moment, the whole thing is, like, gone. And Lord forbid that if one of them has, like, one thing of health and, like, the checkpoint, the last checkpoint is, like, right when they die. There's this one level that I had to physically restart because every time I'd go back to the save, I couldn't like switch fast enough before they die. And like a lot of people when the game first came out on the Wii U said that the monster like spawning thing where they just continuously like rope monsters and stuff in like areas and overrun the map, because the way that the game works, okay, is that you'll start out in an area and you won't have any keeps but like the one that you start out in and then like one other like smaller keep, okay? Stay with me. And then it's like they're yapping in the lower right hand corner. They're, you know, yapping like story stuff, which, you know, being someone who's like, oh, I want to understand the story. You try to sit down and read while you're fighting the goblins or, you know, whatever enemies on the map, because sometimes it's different depending on, you know, whatever, right? And so then you'll sit there and you're like, wow, this is, you know, this is nice, this is cool. They're yapping, they're doing the thing, and then like all of a sudden it's like, hey, we need you to go here so that way you can capture these things. But then we'll also need you to go and do this. And then we'll also need you to go and do that. And you have like a strict time limit because then if like Zelda dies, then you have to restart. Or if Impa dies, or like whoever is on your map like dies or flees, it's like whatever. And then God forbid you have one of those quests where it's like, almost threw up again. Like God forbid you have one of those quests where it's like, you need to protect the Hylian captain. And he dies, then it's mission over. Or, hey, we need you to escort this thing, and if you don't get there fast enough because, you know, the game decides, oh, we made you go all the way up in the upper right-hand corner, but the thing that you need is in the middle left. Yeah, we need you to go all the way from there to there, escort it without, like, the bob-omb blowing up or the monsters destroying this thing. Ooh, what did I do? The way I got jump scared. Right? And it's just the way that you're sitting there, like, just, like, there's, as someone who has very bad time management, as, you know, seen with, like, my streaming career, my hobby, I shouldn't even call it a career, because it's not really a career. But pretty much, like, just my streaming hobby as it is, you know. Also, it's pretty warm, so I'm gonna go, do this real quick because it's a little warm in here. So you guys are gonna end up hearing the you guys are gonna end up hearing the AC, and I'm gonna crack the door open just a little bit more. It's a little warm. I forgot how much heat the computer makes, and now that I have like an actual laptop, that also adds like additional heat. But anyway, so like imagine me, right, where Link is like the main target of the story, where it's like, you know how it's like, oh well, we want Princess Zelda because she's connected to the Triforce, and you know, so is Link obviously, but like, you know, like Link is just a whatever guy. Well, in this story, Link is like the actual guy where like the bad guy is after, like the first half of the game, because there's like two halves of this game, which I didn't even know about until I actually played it, tried to do a playthrough one time. And it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, we have the... Yeah, okay. Oh, like, make sure it's still working. But it's like, you know, that's cool. So it's like, I'm going, like, across to, like, climb up the walls to this castle, which is a level I've been to before. Because it had me come here, it had me come to this level, like, previously, and now I'm just back to, again, to do the, you know, shenanigans and the whatnot. But then it's like, hey, you can only play as Link during this time frame. But the other two characters are locked because you have to meet a certain set of requirements to be able to unlock them to play as them, to try to help them out and move them wherever and guide them to be like, hey, I need to go and do this and blah blah this, blah blah that. It's so that way you can like fast travel a lot better around the map, is like switching between the characters to try to keep everything like up and going. And then it's like, oh, well, Link is trapped inside this building, or inside this room, and you need to, like, defeat the people to unlock it. And it's like, okay, well, I need to do that quickly because Zelda's in trouble. As always. I don't know what it is in this game, but Zelda is always in danger. Which, I know that's like the, oh, well, that's like the Legend of Zelda premise. But no, I mean, like, she's in the same amount of danger as Princess Peach is with Mario. Oh, reset, please. Okay, she's in the same amount of danger as Princess Peach is with Mario. Where it's like, you know, Mario! And it, you know, Bowser's like, grrr, and, you know, takes her and whatnot in, like, every Mario game ever. But it's like, you're sitting there and it's like, okay, well, you know, I need to do this quickly so that way I can unlock being able to play as her so I can get her away from the danger, hopefully find a couple hearts along the way, and do that. Well, by the time I finish the task and it does this little story thing and I'm running and waiting for the game to finally catch up with itself so that way the people in the lower right-hand corner stop yapping, it's like, oh, well, Zelda's fled the battlefield. You know, game lost. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I reset, since it's at the checkpoint, it'll just recognize that I've already been through this context and do it faster. But no, they have to yap. The fairy has to yap. Zelda has to yap. The other OC character has to yap. The Impa has to yap. It's like, everybody has to yap before I can get to the point of actually playing the game. Like, it would be different if it would pause instead of it being like just within an overworld where in my opinion it's also kind of stupid, because it's like they're halfway across the battlefield. How are we speaking to each other in a magical mystery land or a magical mythical land? Like, how are we shouting across the battlefield the way that we are? Like, how is the Hylian guy telling me, whoever I'm playing as, that they need help when I'm halfway across the map and more than likely cannot hear them? Like, I'm not saying that I want logic in a Zelda game. The Sheikah Stone. The Sheikah Stone doesn't exist in the original Hyrule Warriors. They based the Hyrule Warriors that we know, the what was it, Age of Calamity, and then the newest one, Age of Imprisonment. They based the game style and everything off of the Hyrule Warriors vibe, which is the reason why theoretically, in theory, both of those games aren't canon. I don't know about as much of the Age of Imprisonment because I haven't seen anybody play it because Akuma was gonna get it and play through it. But as far as I've seen with Age of Calamity, which is the one that me and you have played, the story itself, like what a lot of us have, Sheikah Magic. the story that we've like come across is the like up to that certain point before the whole time shifting thing, up to that certain point that was like the story. And then obviously they didn't want the game to end that way and they didn't want people to be upset about it, so then they made the whole time loop thing where the people were like the other people where Teba comes and helps God, what is his name? Revali and the Goron guy goes and helps the other Goron guy, and you know, so on and so forth. I can't remember what. I only ever remember Sidon and Mipha. Thanks to you, by the way. And like obviously Teba and Revali, which I struggled with Revali, but it's okay. But like, you get my point. My point being is that the story up to that point was canon. They just didn't want like people who, you know, obviously know what happened to actually like see it on screen. So then they did it the way that they did it, which made everybody realize, oh well, this isn't canon. So how does the actual story go? And like, if you pay attention and use your context clues, you'd see that up to that point, before the time rift, it's canon. Up to that point, because obviously, yeah, they died, and yeah, obviously, you know, this, that, and the other, because, you know, if they didn't die, then we wouldn't have had, you know, the Breath of the Wild. But it's like, you know, I just love that Sheikah Stone, Sheikah Magic, Fushigi. But it's like, that's the thing. Is that it's like, that's the thing. That's the whole like gist of it. Start, please. Is that it's like, you know. Yes, I want the grass. Give me the grass, baby. But it's like, you know, whatever. I don't really. You want to get no. I love how every now and again I have to like make my brain calm down. Hey! Jesse's playing Tomodachi Life. You can't see it, but I'm glad that was actually up there and covered your name, because I didn't want your full government name. But Jesse's playing Tomodachi Life. I haven't been able to play today because I lent it to Akuma so that way he could give it a try. And he made 2 characters, and then he was like, well, I gotta go to work before I spend the next 10 hours playing this game. And he said that he wants to try to fill up his island like as quick as possible, which is, okay, so that's another thing. A lot of people were having an issue saying that 70 Miis is not enough. Especially in the 3DS game where it gave us 100 Miis, right? And in my opinion, I feel like 70 Miis is pretty much more than enough. And also, Nintendo Switch account can hold like up to 8 people. No Mii sharing isn't fair. I said it earlier while you were traveling home, so I don't think you were in it. While indeed not fair, I would rather have the game be uncensored and not being able to share a Mii online than being able to share a Mii online and it be severely censored. You want to give Bulbasaur a nickname? No, thank you. Like that's my thing. Is that is that yes, while indeed it's not fair, because there are a bunch of people who are basically artists who can draw way better than me even on digital and pixel and stuff like that. Oops, excuse me. It's just the fact of the fact that I would rather have the game be uncensored and free, and me being able to make like a pack of Newports and stuff like that, and it not get like flagged or something, and being able to talk about, as I had said a moment ago, gooning for like one of the the lingo thing, then it be basic, dry, and but the only thing that is cool is having someone who drew Alistair really well. I have no talent. I need sharing. You could always just. I don't want to. I don't want to sound mean when I say you could always just try. I don't want to sound mean because that does sound like pretty mean. Well, you could just just apply yourself like how most people are. Oops, I didn't even look at it. Okay, I need to BRB for just a split second, so I'm gonna mute and then I'm gonna run an ad again. There's like 15 minutes till ads, but I'm just gonna run an ad again, and then I'll be right back. It's potty time. Anyway, back to what I was talking about with the whole, like, sharing thing. Where's my remote? There it is. Like, I like the gist of being able to share Mii's. Like, when the 3DS was you were able to share Mii's and stuff like that. I like that. Because, especially with being able to make Mii's from the Miitopia, like how we have now. On the thing. But I feel like if we would have been able to share Mii's, it would have not ended well. Because I feel like, and I don't mean to try to make this political, but I feel like, especially here in America, I feel like a bunch of people would have fled that thing with, like, Donald Trump and like, Charlie Kirk. I'm treading on dangerous waters. But pretty much, like, stuff like that. And I feel like Nintendo was like, yeah, let's not. So we're gonna just make sharing, like, a no thing. Especially with, like, the face paint thing. And, like, people can do pretty offensive things pretty fast. So, like, that's the thing. It's like, do I not like it? Yeah, because, I mean, I would like to have someone draw bots and stuff like that, and then I can, like, download it and have him on my island and make him my own, like, whatever. Like how you could with the QR codes for, or just, making them, like, based off of, like, pictures you see and stuff like that. Did not mean to press that. Wasn't paying attention. But, like, at the same time, it's like I don't want the game to be censored, and then everybody's like, oh, it doesn't support this and it doesn't support that because it's censored, and it's like, okay. So I feel like the way that Nintendo, like, did around with you can only share your Mii's locally with someone versus doing it online, I feel like they handled it really well. But would I like to have some, like, somebody draw, like, Vox or Kane or, I don't know, an actual, like, Cookie Run character and stuff like that? Yeah, I would have, because at least it would have all been, nice, basically. I don't know, and I kind of want to start, like, my own island for stream, because I think that'll be fun. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know who to, like, put on my island, because it'd just be filled with, like, a bunch of, like, OCs and stuff that I would create. But then it'd have to, and in my opinion, it'd have to be, like, kind of censored, and then in my opinion, it just wouldn't be, like, as fun as how I'm having it the way that I am having it, you know? Because it's like, I see so many people are playing Tomodachi Life on Twitch now. And, like, that's really cool and it's really awesome. But then at the same time, it's like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I got Bulbasaur! Ah! Anyway. What number are we at? 399? We almost made it to 400! Okay. Now we're at 400. How long do you think this is gonna take? I think my partner said it's gonna take like 20,000 in some resets. I said it'd probably take 15K. Especially with me like doing it like as on and off as I kinda am. Which I'm gonna try my best to start streaming more and start using my VTuber model and stuff some more. So, do you want to give it a nickname? No, I don't. Because I'm not typing out a nickname every time I do this. I've seen somebody doing that too. I've seen somebody typing out a nickname every time. And man, I don't have the patience to have to type out like a 5-letter word, you know? Onion. O-N-I-O-N. Yeah, Onion. Yeah, that's what I would have named him. Or Belch, since that's the random thing. Because I went in my notes and I saw the, when I first made the first note for it, and it goes 200 for Belch, and I was like, oh, that's what I was gonna nickname it. Belch. I don't know why I decided it. Probably at the time I burped like really loud, and I'm like, Belch would be a funny name. Anyway, I thought this was the intro for the title screen for Wind Waker for a second. I was actually about to get so excited. But no. It's the Kakariko village at night. Or no, it's just Kakariko in general. Because at night I think it'd be softer. Not a shiny. Beep, 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 beep. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for today. Has been undecided, but I will try to get, let's see, we were at like, what, 351? I'll try to see if we can get to, what, 600 and see what time it is and how I feel. I think we need some more pumped up music. How about we find some Mario Kart music, shall we? Before we do a check. Oh? Oh? Will you move out of the way? Let's see if this person has Mario Kart music on their thing. They have playlists? They do have playlists. Got Animal Crossing, Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong, Pokemon, Skyrim, relaxing Undertale, and Deltarune music. That's pretty cool. Animal Crossing. Okay, so this is more like a sleepy, which it's hard for me to find like a good like Mario Kart like playlist. That's like, okay, so this was like 3 hours long. That's only 1 hour. That's 1 hour. I'm trying to find one that's like pretty long because of the fact that I don't want to like have to... I don't want to have to sit here and like keep an eye on like how much time has passed, so that way... I think the highest one we'll get is like 3 hours. Oh, well, here's one. Oh, well, that's the full Mario Kart World. I don't want Mario Kart World. Don't want Mario Kart World. And chill Tomodachi Life music to celebrate Tomodachi Life coming to the Switch. That's really cute. You know what? We'll just do Mario Kart World because at least this is 12 hours. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Hold on! That's another thing that I want to start at some point as well. Okay, how does it sound? Is it too loud? Also, let me... I think it sounds fine. Alright, this is what we'll listen to. Alright, anyway, let's check, shall we? Because I was like, I need something that's a little bit more upbeat. Ah! What? I don't know if that came through the stream. Oh, I'm getting text messages. Let me see, let me see. I have it loud in my headphones. See, that's the reason why I have such a hard time audio balancing, is because of the fact that I have it so loud in my headset that it's really hard. It's really hard for me to be like, hey, is this loud for you guys? And then I turn it down, and then I'm like, oh, well, it might not be loud enough. And then I turn it up for me, and then it's like, okay, well, maybe it might be loud. Dude, it's the way that it goes, and I'm like, ah! Anyway, yeah, go ahead and receive Charmander. Because if I had it my way, we'd listen to the, which I technically do have it my way, but I know some people would get, like, sick of listening to it. I would listen to the entirety of the Mario Kart Wii soundtrack. You know what? That's something that I hope that they bring to the Switch, too. I hope that they figure out a way to do, Nintendo Switch Online for the Nintendo Wii. Just so that way I can play Mario Kart on the Switch. Do I own Mario Kart for the Wii? Yes. Would I still want an emulated version of Mario Kart? Yes. Would I like a Nintendo Switch version of Mario Kart Wii? Yes, so that way I can play with people online again. Like, I never got to play with people online. Ooh, excuse me. But it's like, yes, I would love that. Is Nintendo ever going to listen to its fans? No. You want to know why? Because they pretty much have done everything. Especially in the music app. They pretty much put music on the music app. Except for the, they have yet to put Twilight Princess on there. They have, I wouldn't say every Legend of Zelda game on there, but they have, like, all the good ones. So, like, Ocarina of Time, the 3D versions of it, Majora's Mask, its 3D version of it, Wind Waker, and I think it's HD edition. Then they have Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, the original Zelda music from Zelda 1 and 2, A Link to the Past, and Skyward Sword. You want to know what game isn't on there? Twilight Princess. You want to know how much I would be using the music app if they had Twilight Princess? A lot. Because we would be listening to it every day. I want to pick Bulbasaur, thank you. But I would listen to it every day. Same thing with Animal Crossing. They now have all of the Animal Crossing except for, I don't think they have City Folk on there. Hold on, let me look. Like, hold on, let me look. Because they just recently added, for the 20th anniversary, 15th anniversary, however long it's been, Animal Crossing. So, like, they have, in which, that's another thing, too, is I wish that they'd add some more of the Pokemon stuff, but I think they're gonna, if they do any more of the remakes, I think they'll add that gradually. But they have, obviously, New Horizons, they have Mario Wonder, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild. Right? Which is normal because, you know, the Switch is, you know, with Lifeline and whatnot. Then they have Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Cool. They have Pikmin 4, which I would love the other Pikmin soundtracks as well, but, you know, they got Pikmin 4. So it's like, whatever. Then they have Scarlet and Violet. Awesome. I'm glad that they have Scarlet and Violet. That's pretty cool. Summary, no. And then they have like Kirby and stuff like that. But then they also have the Legends Arceus. Awesome. I'm glad that they included it. I didn't even think that it had like an OST because to me it always felt like the same like 4 songs were looping all the time, no matter like where you went. But I never really paid attention to the music in Arceus. I only ever paid attention to the music to, you know, the Bertha Ding for the Shiny. Then they have Skyward Sword and Mario 3D World. Awesome. Really good games. You know. And then they have Paper Mario Origami King, which I heard that that game was terrible from like pretty much everybody I've talked to, but I do want to eventually play through all of the Paper Mario games, which, you know, for the first time, so that'll be, you know, slung onto the never-ending list of games that I want to play. But then you go and you get to Sword and Shield. Awesome. I love the Sword and Shield soundtrack. And then Super Mario Bros. Deluxe U, which is basically the Wii U port of Super Mario Bros. For the Wii U. Which is, you know, also in its own right pretty cool. Because they added, because they added the little crown thing that basically took the internet by storm in probably the best and worst way, depending on who you talk to. And then from down here to 2018, they have Luigi's Mansion, which is the remake that they brought from the GameCube to the 3DS. That's pretty cool. And then they have Captain Toad, which, in my opinion, I didn't know that Captain Toad had that big of a soundtrack. I mean, it has like, hold on, let me click on it. It's got like 29 songs, which I didn't think that it would have that much music in it, to be honest with you, with it being such a small game. Oh wait, hold on, that's the top tracks. It has 58. That's 58. But as there's only 29 good songs out of it for the top track. That's kind of sad. That's like almost half. And then in 2017, you have, you know, Mario Odyssey, Splatoon, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is pretty cool, you know. What am I doing? And then it's like 2015 Splatoon, and then, you know, Mario Kart 8 again, because, you know, it's the original one. Then you have Tomodachi Life for the 3DS from when it came out in 2013, which is pretty cool. Then you have Animal Crossing New Leaf, which in my opinion, I was absolutely ecstatic and elated when they added that, and I listened to a lot of the tracks, like a lot, because I went through a time frame during my unemployment playing nothing but New Leaf. Because, you know, it's fun. And I didn't really get too far into it. I mean, I got pretty far into it, but not like, you know, overzealously far. You have Mario Kart 7. Obviously, Ocarina of Time 3D remake. Mii Plaza, which I'm like, okay, whatever. Wii Party, I've never played. Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus, which actually made me kind of laugh. So I'm like, really? Wii Fit out of everything you decided to add and not Twilight Princess? Okay. And then they have Wii Sports, which, you know, obviously, classic banger. The Wii Channels, which in my opinion is also pretty cool. Because, I mean, there's no telling how many times I listened to the photo thing when me and my sister would do like the puzzles and stuff. Or like draw and whatever. Then New Super Mario Bros. For the 3DS, which, you know, pretty cool. Then here's where it starts getting like, you know, well, I feel like they were kind of like just picking and choosing a little bit. And being like, yeah, we're going to barely support our music app that we made. And, you know, it's dying, but it's because you won't put, like, the games that people want on there. So you have Nintendogs, which is popular. The original Thousand Year Door, the original Fire Red and Leaf Green music. Cool. More Fire Emblem. Wind Waker, awesome. Could have also shoved, you know, Twilight Princess in there, but I know they never will, because Nintendo pretty much regrets making that game. The only reason why they made Twilight Princess, which is the whole reason why I hate that they completely ignore Twilight Princess in every way, shape, and form, is because of the fact that so many people had negative feedback for the cutesy art style that is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Which, in my opinion, is a great game. Have I played it? No. I've seen another person play it, and it's a great game. Great story. Like, everything's really good. But then people were like, oh, it's too cute. We miss when Zelda was kind of dark. We miss the way it was dark for Majora's Mask, and we miss the way it was kind of dark for Ocarina of Time. So then they decided to backpedal and give us, like, in my opinion, the greatest Legend of Zelda game besides Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom combined. Did not want that. Right? And it's like, they play with, and then they're like, oh, we don't like that we made it. We just made it out of spite. We didn't think that you guys would like it. We didn't think that you guys would love transforming into a wolf. We didn't think that you guys would love the dark consensual story. We didn't think that you guys would like the love story in between the main character and the side character. That we didn't even get to see them kiss because they took it out at the last second and said, oh, kids don't need to see them kiss. Even though you literally have Peach kiss Mario every time he saves her. It shows it in the manga, though, and she does say I love you, which, you know. But whatever, right? Beggars can't be choosers! Anyway. And then it goes on to, you know, more... It goes on to Animal Crossing, the original Luigi's Mansion, Ocarina of Time. And, you know, just like all the other games that you'd expect from the thing that people would want to remember, like the old Marios and the Tetris and, you know, things like that. But for me, it's just the... For me, it's literally just the whole gist of, oh wow, I'm so happy that they made an app. Granted, I would have rather had a version of it on the Switch as well, so I could throw it on the TV and also listen to, you know, video game soundtracks without having to listen through it through ads on YouTube or like how I do. With, you know. But it's like, it's, you know, just, it's genuinely upsetting, in my opinion, that, like, everybody, like, some of people's, like, favorite games just haven't been thrown on there because of the fact that it's like, oh, well, we don't want them to go on there because, you know, But I have a feeling if they were to make, like, a remake, remaster of, or another, like, HD edition of Twilight Princess, I feel like it'd be thrown on there. Or they'd emulate it. I mean, we have the GameCube. Why not throw it on there? We have the GameCube. It's like, y'all gave us Wind Waker. We have the GameCube. Give us Twilight Princess as well, please. I want to watch my best friend play through Twilight Princess. Like, let me have this, you know? It's like, because I've seen her play through Ocarina of Time. I've seen her play through Majora's Mask. I've heard about her playthroughs for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I want to watch her play my favorite game. We have the technology. We do! They have the resources. If they can emulate these games, then they can emulate that one too. If you can throw out another thing of like another event for Tetris, then you can also throw something on the emulator. Like, if you can throw out these games that only released in Japan that nobody has ever heard about, then you can also just give me my Twilight Princess. Give me my wolf. As in, some people would say, give me my furry awakening. Like, give it to me! I want it! It's like, it's already bad enough, too, that we pay for the Nintendo Switch Online. Give us what we want. I don't even care if I have to buy the copy of it. I want it. Like, give the people what they want. Give me what I want. I want Twilight Princess. My throat hurts. I'm not gonna be able to talk straight for like a day now. Would you like to nickname the Bulbasaur? No, I'd rather not. What is it? What is it? What is it? It's not a shiny! Reset, damn you. Thank you. What is it? What is it? What is it? There's this one dude who opens Pokemon cards. And he's always like, he's got this series where it's like, should I open it or should I keep it sealed? And like, obviously 9 times out of 10 he's opening it anyway. You know? And like, some of the stuff he opens is like really expensive stuff of like, you know, from back then. And then it's like, oh, I guess you should have kept it sealed. You know. And for me, it's like, is it shiny or am I going to lose my mind? The answer is both. Oh. Ow. Trying to pop my back. Oh. I miss my old chair. I was able to like cross my legs and sit comfortably and everything. Now I have to sit like a person. You got Charmander. I'm so proud of you. Anyway. Man, it's gonna take us a while to get to 400 resets. Or 600, I mean. I don't know how people do it as fast as they do, though. Like, I have this speed set to, like, fast, don't I? Like, is this as fast as it goes, or have I had it set to medium? It's also the fanfare. If they didn't play the fanfare every time that, you know, something would happen. Like, if they didn't play the fanfare when your rival would pick up his character. Let me see. Yeah, I have the text speed set on fast. I don't know what it is, man. I guess I'm just impatient. See, like, that's the thing about soft resetting with me, is that I don't have the patience like how some of these other people have it. And, like, I don't know why I don't have the patience for it. There's my phone. I was like, I heard my phone go off, but where did it go? It's another email. Always answering emails, chat. I'm just kidding. I don't ever answer any of my emails. Oh my gosh. Why is this like pressing up on me like that? There we go. Jesus. We have the technology. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, as fun as this sounds, I hate it. Okay, 425. As fun as all of this sounds, I can't stand it no more. What is this? Oh, no, that was pretty cool. Oh, that was pretty cool. I like that. I don't know if you guys heard that, but hold on, let me... I like that. Anyway. Alright. I'm a simple creature. I don't know what this was. It was like Sounds of the Wii era. So, there might be some Mario Kart in there somewhere. Not a shiny. Who would have thought? That? I can. That's been bothering me. I don't really can close that. The more you know. Huzzah! The good news is there's no more plague. Huzzah! The bad news is there's no more London. Anyway, I've reached the point of stream where I don't know what to talk about. Oh, come on, man. Like, if you didn't do the fanfare every time, because I know with the getting the Bulbasaur, it's like, and then with blue, it's just, and it's like, I don't care what blue does. I don't care what my rival does. That's not the point. I just want a shiny so I can actually play the $20 game that I had my partner pay $20 for. Just so that way I can get Fire Red and never have to do this again, because I'm never shiny hunting for a starter. Again. Would you like this? No, I don't want to give it a name. Its name is Bulbasaur. I'll call it whatever whenever I get the chance to. Reset. We have the technology. I got my Baja Blast with me and my tacos. These tacos are juicy good. I don't know, man. I had Taco Bell yesterday. Nope. And you want to know what's funny is that there are people who are doing this with like 2, 3, sometimes even 8 games. I don't know how they do it, man. I can't shiny hunt. Like, and this is a known fact from all the different times that I've shiny hunted, and obviously doing it now as well. Like, I can't shiny hunt worth of nothing. No. I suck at shiny hunting. I don't know if it's because I don't have the patience for it, or what, you know? I don't have the patience for it. I'm not trying to say that I'm quitting though, but it's just, and it's not like I want it fast, because obviously, you know, these are the original odds. These are the 18, nope, incorrect, 81. It would also help if I select the Pokemon. These are the, you know, 81, 92 odds, you know? So it's like, obviously, and like, you know, we're not even close to like reaching odds, but like at the same time, I don't want to get all the way up there and then like, you know, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna like never touch this game again. Like, I'm not even gonna, it's like, it's in the point where it's like, I don't want to play it, I don't want to touch it. Because like, I want to play this game, but I want to be like how everybody else is, and you know, I want to have a shiny starter so that way my journey can feel a little extra special. What is that? Does it change? No, it doesn't. What is this? Balance vote? Oh, it's from Wii Party. I never played that. I play Wii Play. I think I might have played Wii Party once in like Best Buy kiosk. I know I played the Resort. I remember one time we spent hours at a Best Buy once just playing the Wii games and stuff, and all the Best Buy employees and stuff were watching me and my sister play, and we were beating like all the high scores, and it was a really fun time. I know we come on, man, give us a program. I know we probably made like the manager probably upset because it's like, well, if they're not buying a Wii, then you know, why are they still there? But I mean, like, we were kids, we were having fun, and it was really fun. Just for us to beg my dad for the game, and he's like, well, I'm not buying a Wii Remote attachment or a Wii Remote that works exactly like yours. Even though it didn't, because if you wanted Wii Sports Resort, you had to have the Wii Motion Plus. But you know what? Whatever. That one memory of playing it as a kid will forever stay in my heart. At the Best Buy. Yay, I'm so glad that you got a Charmander that will never be shiny. I'm so happy for you. Mama is so happy. That's another one that I want to play, but I don't want to have to drag like the Wii U in here just to play it. But I would love to play. I would love to play the Cooking Mama I played as a kid. It'd be so much easier if we just had like a separate Wii, honestly, and I have it hook up in here. Oh, but then I have to start my Mario Kart all over. That's the other thing, is that I'd have to start my Mario Kart over. And that's the thing that I don't want to do, because I got so far in that one. Would I still do it? Yeah. Will it still be the same rage? Oh yeah, exactly. I rage in any Mario Kart. Excuse me. I'm sorry, this is the most talking I've honestly ever done all week, because I celebrated my birthday on Wednesday. I did a lot of talking then. And then I didn't talk a whole lot yesterday, but then now I'm talking now, because, you know, I have to try to sound engaging. You can't just have a silent stream. Which, I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be the same. People wouldn't want to watch you if you're not yapping. So that way they could stop by and be like, why do you sound like that? You sound so nasally. Like you just took a shot of Flonase. Just straight up the nostrils. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, thank you for grabbing your Charmander. Bing, 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 ding, ding, ding. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. I'm gonna go inform my financer a question while I'm slowly walking to the. Cause like I feel like it would be fun if you guys could like watch me play Mario Kart again and stuff like that. But like it's just this fact that I don't want to drag the Wii U like all the way in here, and then like whenever I want to do like my Wii Fit and stuff like that, I have to drag it back. You get me? I almost dropped my phone. That actually made me panic because like I almost threw it against my water cup and then the water would have gone everywhere. But like, okay, so like here's like the thing about it. So it's not like I have to drag it halfway across the house. It's the fact that I have to unplug it from where it is in the living room. And then I have to bring it to the next room over in this little bedroom that we have for the computer setup and all that. And then I have to plug it into the TV, right? You're staying with me? But the problem with that is that we have a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 in here already that are both hooked up to the TV. And the only difference in between like me switching in between the Switch and the Switch 2 is that all I have to do is just interchange like the one cord. But these are on top of a picnic table. Like a fold-out table. So there's not really enough room for us to have a Wii U, you know, sitting the way that a Wii U sits without having to have like almost everything else like on top of it. Right? But like that's where like the Wii itself comes in. Cause like I can slide that thing behind the TV. And I mean obviously I'd have to make sure that everything's out of the way for the, well, okay. I have to make sure that everything is out of the way. Like, I have to have everything, like, moved out of the way and stuff like that. So it's like, wouldn't it be better to, like, okay, here, hold on. Let me... Okay, I just sent a really long voice note. Anyway, let's check for our Pokemon. And it's not shiny. Who would have thought? Anyway, ad starts in a minute. Bam, 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 bam. Because, like, yeah, while yes, it would be fun to be able to drag the Wii, like, back and forth, I just don't want to run the risk of, like, unplugging it one time and then it's, like, the final time. You get me? Because, like, it's hard to come across a good working Wii U where it hasn't received damage. And, like, the Wii U that I bought secondhand, like, the pad doesn't work, like, at all. Okay, let me take it back. It works, but you have to have it plugged in. But the plug and the cord where the charging bit plugs into the Wii U gamepad have like some sort of thing that's inside of it, like some kid stuck like candy or something in it. And well, you know, there's that. You get me? So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, would I like to take the risk of swinging it back and forth for when I want to play on it? Or do I want to just get a Wii? You know? Okay, as I've started. I'll get this and then I'll like pause from speaking for a minute because ow, my throat. You want to give a nickname to Bulbasaur? No. I'm not used to streaming anymore. I've gotten weak. I received charm. Yeah, anyway. Is it shiny? No, it's not. Dude, this is Billards from We Play. Alright, anyway, let me... It was not a shiny, by the way, for the when the ad break ended, so... Ugh. Oh, and then the other day, so my partner, back when the latest Resident Evil came out, I don't know what it's called, they had put the other Resident Evils on sale for, you know, being like, hey, if you haven't played the other ones, now's your chance to play them because they're on sale. And so he bought, like, one of the package deals. Oop. And that had, like, a couple of them. And he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna play this one. I don't remember which one it was. And so he had asked me, he's like, what does HDR mean? And I was like, oh, well, that's that thing that you select in Red Dead Redemption 2 where it's like, do you want better graphics or do you want it to look, you know, not as pretty? And so he clicked it, right? And so we're in the middle of watching a YouTube video while he was also getting ready to play it. And as soon as he did, the entire computer froze. And it went, you could hear it. Hold on, let me pause this. Because I gotta recreate the sound. I'm not gonna recreate it with the computer, but like this is the sound that the computer made. It just went. Like that's the sound the computer made, alright? And I was, obviously he panicked because he was like, the computer's frozen. I gotta jump down and reset it. And I was like, no, hold on, wait. Don't reset it. And he's like, I have to reset it. The computer froze. I was like, will you give it a second? And so he gave it a second and the computer itself managed to force quit the program. It managed to force quit the game and return it back to normal. And I was like, if you would have turned it off, you would have possibly blue screened it to the point where it might have not came back on. Because of the way that it like was trying to handle the game, right? And so he got it working and he chose no HDR to let it, you know, to let it do its thing. But it's the way that I was like, hey, I'm gonna go sit in the living room for a minute because my back's hurting from sitting in this chair. And he goes, well, I wasted my money. The game's not optimized for the PC. I can't find any ammo. I'm stuck inside this room and zombies keep clipping through the wall and killing me. Or whatever those things are called in the game. I think he said zombies. I could be incorrect. I'm like, oh Jesus, I'm sorry, baby. But you know what? Sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. And at least he got it while it was on sale instead of, you know, paying full price for it, because then he would have been, you know, angrier. Because honestly, in my opinion, paying full price for something that doesn't work, that's kind of frustrating, especially in this day and age. And in my opinion, I just don't think it's optimized for his PC. Because it could be optimized, it's obviously optimized for PC, I just don't think it's optimized for his PC. I can't wait to start doing VTuber model again. It'll be so fun. And I've also thought about doing face cam too. But I don't know, I'm still kind of like iffy on wanting to do face cam. Because like, as much as I would love to do it, that way you guys can see, like, you know, who's been yapping to you this whole time. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't know, man. Because I don't want it to be like another Queso situation where I only get popular because, well, I mean, one, he's a genuinely good guy, so I'm happy that he got popular because, you know, he's an awesome content creator. But I don't want to become popular all because, you know, the camera makes me look wide and everybody's like, let's hop on the same train that we put Queso through. You know? So I'm not gonna lie, I am a big person. I say all the time that it's like I'm almost 300 pounds. Not by choice, but... Dude, my throat is already hurting from, like, not being used to talking as much anymore, because I went, like, I go so long not streaming, and then it's like, I stream, and it's like, I'm like, like I'm grasping for air. Summary, please, not a shiny. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, they changed it. That scared me, actually. That actually scared me that it changed like that. I didn't know what was happening. Would you like to give Bulbasaur a nickname? No. I have a feeling that one of these days I'm going to be like, you know what, let's nickname the Bulbasaur. And I'm going to be like, let's nickname it Fart. And then that'll be the one time it's shiny. You know what, let's do that. Let's nickname it Fart. And then if anything, we'll have Fart the Bulbasaur. Yoink. Let's nickname it. This will be the one time. Do you want to give... Yes, actually. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, it's not shiny. Anyway. That would have been hilarious, actually. Be like, hey, let's nickname it Fart, and then it's shiny, and it's like, oh, well. I just feel like I'm not, like, soft resetting fast enough. Because, like, I've been seeing my friend do it. Okay, reset number 459 isn't shiny. Who would have thought? It's amazing, isn't it? Anyway. Oh, speaking of which, I had Jehovah's Witnesses. Or not Jehovah's Witnesses, but I had Mormons pop up at my door earlier today before stream. And it's weird because they knocked like how my dad knocks at the door, so I thought it was my dad. And I was like, that's weird that he's coming over here, but I mean, whatever, I don't really care. I didn't realize that he knocked like, you know, like them, because I mean, I've never really met another Mormon other than him. So, like, you know, so, like, could you imagine my surprise when I hear it, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, my dad's coming over, and I look through the peephole, and I'm like, that is not my dad, who is that? And so I'm like, I look, and I see that it's two people, so I, you know, open the door, and they're like, hi, ma'am, we're, you know, they gave me their names, and then they're like, we're from whatever of the Latter-day Saints, and, you know, we're spreading the word, and, you know, could we come and have a moment of your time to read some scripture and invite you, and, you know, all of the good stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm actually going to go to bed for work. And they're like, oh, okay, is there a phone number we could reach you at so that way we can talk? No, there's not, sorry. Which is like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful because, you know, you believe in who you want to believe in, but I personally am like, yeah, no, thank you. But it's just the way that I was like, yeah, no. No thanks. And it's weird because I figured, oh, well, you know, I've lived here long, or I'm moving up here to my own apartment. I figured I'd see them, like, you know, maybe like once a year. No, that's the first time out of the whole time of me living where I live that I've seen, I've heard them knock on the door. Which, I mean, they could have come and knocked on the door while I'm sleeping during the day at some point. But that's the first time that, you know, in my records that I've had them come up to the door. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it's nice to meet you, but goodbye. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, did it loot? It's okay if it does. I'm not that mad about it. Or they might have added it. My throat hurts. You can hear it, can't you? You can hear my vocal cords just starting to deteriorate now from me just talking in general. Nope, goodbye. Ow, my elbow. I hit it on the little control panel. Ow. Can we have the Bulbasaur? Can you be nice to me so I can play this $20 game that we've spent $20 on? And the furthest I've gotten is to this table? No, I don't think it will let me. It likes to torture me. That's why sometimes whenever I like run out of things to talk about, I'll just hum to the music because of the fact that I don't. Like, A, I've run out of things to talk about, or B, I've talked so much that I can feel, like, within, like, a short span of time that I can feel my vocal cords, like, kind of, like, grind like a train on the tracks trying to break for a cow. Alright, I think we've reached the point where I'm taking my headset off. Ugh. And then eventually I'll bring back the Papa's series as well. Because I kind of miss playing those as well. I'll bring back the Papa's where we do 2 hours of one Papa's game and then another 2 hours of another. We'll go back to our... Nope, incorrect. We'll go back to our pizza and pasta. So we can celebrate all the holidays and go through all the things. I might bring it back at some point next week because of the, yeah. Oh yeah, the K-pop thing still has like, you know, 20 days on it, so it's like, And then the next one is gonna be like the next like biggest update. So like I'm gonna end up playing through that first before I even start streaming the just it as well, because we're still in the Hollyberry Kingdom. We have yet to step foot in Beasties. Alright, good night. Oh, good night. It's like we have yet to step foot in Beasties, so it's like it's gonna take me a hot minute on this new account to get to where we technically are in the story. Cause like what, I'd stream it like what, once, maybe twice a week if I was lucky, and then, which I mean, I know I haven't really been like as like on top of streaming, but I really did that like 10-hour stream that one day to really get through like the nitty gritty of everything, just so we could have like 100% voice acting and stuff, and, or at least almost 100% voice acting. And like everything else, but it's like, man, I want to be able to play the new thing, because they're supposed to, no, I'm a moron. They're bringing in Timekeeper Cookie from the Oven Break, and I don't know if he was in any other game, or she, I think it's a lady. I'll take this one, Professor! Also, if at any point, if I accidentally reset over the shiny, I'm never touching this game again. Oh, and speaking of shiny, so on my birthday, while waiting for Tomodachi Life to drop, I decided that, oh, I'm gonna go and shiny hunt in ZA and see if I can get a shiny. Sorry, to see if I could get a shiny. I might end up having to cut it off at 500. But I just wanted to see if I could get a shiny so that way I could have, like, you know, a day of caught be my birthday, which, you know, is always pretty cool. Because then, you know, a lot of people always go for to see if they can get, like, the birthday badge or whatever it's called. The birthday mark. Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. That's pretty, you know, that's pretty cool. Well, I went through a wormhole, or Lumio's hyperspace, whatever, to be able to, and now I should have made it like a better donut, but I kind of gave up on the rest of the DLC after figuring out that you have to do even more of those hyperspace missions to be able to get the points, to be able to get the legendaries, and then you have to finish that story to unlock the 5 legendaries you're able to shiny hunt, and stuff like that. So it's like, me and my best friend kind of saw no point to it. We finished the main story. That's kind of all we wanted out of it. Will we go back and finish it one day? Maybe. But that's pretty much what me and her have kind of. We're kind of done with that. Anyway, but I was like, yeah, I have it's a hyperspace. I think it had like 3 stars, and I had a 3-star donut, and that only gave me like almost 5 minutes worth of time, you know, according to the donut, which is really like, you know, 2 minutes depending on how fast you reset. Well, I managed to get 1 Vanillite, which is my target, 2 Snover, and then I found another Vanillite, but I have like 16 seconds left on the donut. So I didn't catch it. So can you imagine my surprise with my character looking at this Vanillite, you know, circling me, and not being able to catch it, the shiny Vanillite, not being able to catch it, and you just see Hoopas ran out of donut power. And I'm like, oh man, I could have had 2. Okay, here's the plan. I think I'm gonna make it to 500 and then I'm gonna turn stream off because my throat hurts from talking. I'm not used to talking so much anymore. Let's see if it's shiny. It's not. I'm a failure. Am I doing something wrong? No, it's just because I've been seeing so many people get it like within this range to like 1,000 and so, and then like obviously like closer to 3,000, and then it's like me where it's like I've barely done it. And it's like people are like, you're not doing it fast enough. Because like, I see people like click through it, and I'm talking about like absolutely like rapid fast. Oh, that dog scared me. Like absolutely rapid fast click on it, and then like all of a sudden it's like, there's me, and I feel like I'm just doing it like way too slow. Like I don't know how to do it like any faster than how I'm doing it. Bulbasaur. Charmander, Charmander. Then also just kind of want, they added like a lot of my old Nickelodeon show, Nickelodeon, that's a lie. My old Cartoon Network shows to Tubi. And I started watching Courage the Cowardly Dog yesterday, and I'm like, yes, this is exciting. I love this. You want to give a nickname to your Bulbasaur? No. I had to say that so I can reset my brain. Thank you for choosing your Charmander. My Bulbasaur's not shiny. Alright, I think it's time for us to get off of the Nintendo thing. I might try to keep going a little bit longer. I'm just being weak about it. I just need like good Nintendo music. Oh, my headphones are dying. Of course they are. Let me go back to that, that Tomodachi Life one that I saw. Where was it? Is it further down? Yeah, let's do this one. Oh. There it goes. Oh, like it froze? Anyway. It's like, that's why your throat hurts, because you yell a lot. Well, yeah, my natural nature is to yell. Because I spent an entire lifetime not being heard. No, that's just how I naturally speak. It's like, why do you yell so much? It's like, I hit them with the trauma. Well, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to talk. So this is why I talk now, so I could be heard. And it's like, no. I speak this loud because I don't know how, I don't have any volume control. Oh, come on, man. There it goes. La, 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 la. Well, I guess when the headphones die, I'm in extreme. So. Also, Slime Rancher 2 got an update. I thought that was pretty cool. Would you guys like it if I played Slime Rancher 2 on stream? I'm pretty sure you guys would, because, I mean, I played the first one on stream. Dude, hearing this music and getting to the voice thing, the only thing is just, my name is Gibbs. You can call me Gibbs. My birthday is on 4/15/2000. My favorite color is green. My name is Gibbs. You can call me Gibbs. Dude, I kind of wish I would have figured out a way to emulate the old Tomodachi Life for the 3DS. That would have been so fun. But I didn't think about it. Mostly because of the fact that it's really hard to be able to emulate stuff because Nintendo shut down, like, a lot of stuff. Which, I mean, they had every right to, because, you know, it's technically, like, piracy and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, if people are places are making money off of reselling your game. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, anything. It's like, we were technically just doing this all for free. It's like a copy of Fire Red and Leaf Green costs anywhere between $150 to $300. You know? And And it's like, and you guys gave us this version for like $20. But people who are selling it as a part of their collection, like shops or other collectors, are, you know, making like bank off of it. And like back then, you guys sold this thing for like $12. Maybe even $5 back then. Well, I mean, they had to make profit somehow, so I'm pretty sure it was like $15. Like back then. But like, you get my point. The Bulbasaur. Because like, we have a loose copy of Blue for the Game Boy. And like, let me look at how much a loose copy of Pokemon Blue is. Oh, dude. A loose copy of Pokemon Blue for the Game Boy is $70. If we had it complete in box, it'd be like $325. But like that, just the loose copy alone is like $70. And I could tell you that the store that's near me is probably selling theirs for like $120. I remember at one time they had a complete in-box of... The only thing it was missing was like the figure of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. No, it was just Heart Gold. It had the Pokewalker, it had the instructional booklet, it had the game. The only thing it was missing was just the little figurine, which, I mean, who cares about the figurine? And they were selling it for $2,000. Like, let me look up how much it is, cause it's gonna be like so much money. I already know. Yeah, okay. The Heart Gold version figure bundle is currently going for $1,009 as a loose copy of it, but complete in box is basically $1,450. That's insane. And I mean, obviously they have every right to be selling it at, you know, the way that they were selling it, because of the fact that, you know, it's... Like, they had the right to be selling it the way they were selling it, because, you know, obviously they also have to make a profit off of it. But it's like, in my opinion, that's insane that stuff is, like, as expensive as, like, it is. Like, that stuff is, like, worth as much money as it is. Like, it makes me wonder, because, like, a copy... Hold on, let me see. Because I have a copy of Pearl, right? Just Pokemon Pearl. A loose cartridge of Pokemon Pearl. Okay. A loose copy of Pokemon Pearl is worth $40, right? But and I bought it for like $60, so it was a $20 markup. I think I bought it for like $60, somewhere around there. Now, I haven't been able to play my copy of Pokemon Pearl for the sole fact that I can't reset over it, because the person who sold it didn't reset their copy of it. They just sold it as is. And the place that I go to, most of the time don't take the time out of their day to reset the game. They just, you know, slap it in their inventory and then they throw it in the case and then, you know, somebody picks it up. Well, the game that I have has an event Mew on it, which I don't know what it is. Hold on, I know I keep going like this back and forth and I'm like, I want to start, but I also don't want to stop either. No, not that one. No, not that one. Not in 2023. Fire red and leaf green. This one, right here. From 2007. Let's see. Is there an American? That's Europe, Japan. That's the United States. For Pokemon Ranch. I don't know if it was the Heart Gold and Soul Silver one. I'd have to actually look at it. But I think it was the one, because you can't take Pokemon out of Pokemon Ranch. I would have to bring it out and look at it, and I don't feel like trying to like go and grab it, because I mean I could. It's like right over there. Okay, it's not shiny. Alright, let's go see. Let's do some experimentation. I know I won't be able to plug it in and see, but you guys can like take my word for it. Because I would never like lie about something like this. First things first, is this dead? It's not dead. What was the last thing I was playing in here? Is it white? Yep, it is white. Okay, so I bought white for 71 bucks, which obviously I figured that's expensive, obviously. So, oh, you guys can hear it. There's Pearl. I bought it for $34, so it's went up in price since then, since I bought it. But I haven't been able to play Pearl because I haven't been able to reset over it because there's a Mew on it that has a Cherish Ball, and I can't reset over that because, you know, you can't get that ever again. And I don't have a way to get it off of off of the game. Let me grab the stylus. Well, actually, I'll just let it warm up while I reset a couple times. Because this person was like left out of, or was in like one place. Oh, did I reset over it? Oh, I might have reset over it. I don't think I did. Is it someone's PC? Oh, I guess I did reset over it. Aw, that sucks. I thought I didn't reset over it. I guess I did. Oh well. I never knew that I did. This is my party. Oh yeah, because there's Groddle. I don't remember resetting over it. Huh. Well, that sucks. Anyway, I guess I reset over it because I just figured that I wouldn't be able to ever, like, really play it. So I said, whatever, fuck it. I never knew that. Oh well. Well, then I guess I lied to you. It's not like it matters anyway. I couldn't have downloaded the thing anyway to be able to move it because, you know, they discontinued the the thing anyway. Alright, well, let me go put my DS back where I had it. I mean, it's not like it matters anyway to me if I had kept it or not. Mostly because of the fact that, you know, so they ran those events like so limited, like back then. So it's like, you know. It's like, whatever. I actually didn't know that I had reset. This whole time I could have been playing Pearl for the first time. Oh well, it don't matter. A lot of people would have been like, why did you get Pearl? Why didn't you just save your money and get Platinum? It's the same game. It's like, brother, will you just let me spend my money how I want to spend it? I want to at least get one copy of every Pokemon game. From like each generation. And Pearl was just the one I happened to get. Alright, I think we are really gonna make it to 500 and then that's it, because my throat's telling me to stop. Because I'd hate to leave it off on such an odd number. Of like not an increment of 100. Giblet received the Bulbasaur from Prof Oak. Would you like to nickname the Bulbasaur? Yes or no? Blue received the Charmander from Prof Oak. Would you like to nickname the Charmander? Also, hello people who are in stream. We're soft resetting for the baby. Oh, I want the Bulbasaur. Press the wrong button. At least I didn't reset. Ow. 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 Would you like to nickname the baby? Yes or no? We're almost to 500 and my throat is killing me from talking. I'm not used to doing all this yapping no more. What should I play next week for stream? I don't know. I might start Tamagotchi Life. Probably go back to doing some more Pokopia. Pocopium. I don't know. Also, since Akuma has started Tamagotchi Life, I can no longer like do the little time traveling thing I was going to do. But I'd probably end up spending more of my time trying to decorate more than anything to, you know, to want to time travel, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna play some Pokopia. I'm trying to like think of like, because I don't know like how my week's gonna go, because I know I'm not gonna be on next Friday. It's like I'm not gonna be streaming next Friday because I'm gonna be busy next Friday. I don't know if Jesse's listening, but I'll remind you when it gets closer to next Friday. But I'll be busy next Friday, and more than likely also busy that Saturday, and I'll be busy that Sunday as well. So I will be very, very busy. And that's if I don't get sick in between then and there. I might do a sick stream one of these days. Charmander. Or Bulbasaur even. Whatever. Who knows? Maybe I do more soft resets while Akuma's here. Cause like that could be like a little Sunday thing. Is maybe do like soft resets when Akuma's here. I might do like a small stream on Sunday. I don't know. Welcome. It's like, hey, would you like to see our daily specials? We have water and some sort of fish and a steak and a cupcake. Thank you. Please come again. And plus, we're almost to the 3-hour mark anyway, so I'll just be ending stream like a little earlier than how it would be. Pokemon summary, not as shiny. Next. Okay, I'm gonna BRB for a minute again. I'll leave it on like, I'm gonna do a check. Welcome! I'm gonna do it on a check real quick and then I'll be right back. Not a shiny. Hello. Sorry, I went to the bathroom. Okay, the ad still hasn't ran yet. Okay, what time is it? Okay, we only have 10 more checks. I couldn't wait for 10 more checks. I've been... Okay, technically 9 more checks. I could not wait. I'm sorry. I was like, well, I gotta use the bathroom. But anyway, I'll do like maybe like 5 extra checks. We'll leave it at 5:05. How about that? Just so that way it seems even for, you know, we make it to the close to the 3-hour mark, and then we also get, you know. I feel like it'd be a nice turnaround. I can't wait because I'm gonna have a salad for dinner again. I'm actually really excited, and I'll have to. I don't know. I'll probably play Pokopia on my file, and play and watch some more Courage the Cowardly Dog after the YouTube video uploads. Because instead of waiting for the next day, I've just kind of decided that I'm just gonna upload the YouTube video like after the fact. It just works out so much better in my opinion. Because like that's how I used to do it, but then it's like, oh well, I have to wait for the YouTube video to be able to do the things that I was doing, like play online with my friend, because you know I'm streaming off of Spectrum Internet. Nope, did not want that. So it's like, oh okay, whatever. But I might work on my own little Pokopia and try to build some houses up and stuff. And get them processed and try to make my Pokopia look cute. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, my Pokopia is a mess. Like, it is an absolute dumpster fire. Because I just kind of started placing habitats everywhere. I'm only missing like 20 Pokemon, by the way. So I'm close to getting like all 300, which is really fun. And I'm actually like pretty glad. I'll have to look up how to get Volcanion to come and live, but I have all of the legendary beasts. So I have Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, and I have Mewtwo as well. So it's pretty cool. And I'm excited to try to get Volcanion to live there, because he's the only legendary I'm missing. I just don't know how to do it. Well, I do, but it's called looking it up. but like as far as like decorating and stuff like that, like it's just kind of, because the only evolutions I'm missing for the Pallet Town thing is Jolteon and Flareon. And I'm trying to get like a bunch of like electrical stuff set up so I can get that done. But it's just having to build, man, because I wanted to build the things, you know, the altar things. I've built one of them, but I haven't built the other two yet. And I'm just trying, I just haven't gotten to a point of wanting to build the other two yet. Because, like, the way I was going to do it was I was going to have them each on their own respective island and that they come from. And then I was going to, you know, like, build everything up from around them. Because, you know, it'd be fun. But I have, like, the decorating skills of a toddler. So, like, all of my stuff doesn't look right. Like, it looks, like, janky. And then on Akuma's Pokopia, since I'm playing his, I went and seen the developer island, and like my god, it's so like they did so well with it. It wasn't shiny. Anyway. God, what song is this? It's so pretty. You have the Bulbasaur, which is great and all, but you're not keeping this Bulbasaur. Not unless it's Gweem. Okay, where am I at? Maybe 5 extra ones. Oop, I pressed the caps lock. My favorite color is green. My name is Gibbs. You can call me Gibbs. I was born on April 15th of 2000. My favorite color is green. That is so loud in my ear. Holy. Yay, the proposal went well. Everybody clap. Anyway, congratulations to 500. Hold on, I have a text message from my mommy. I have a text message from my mommy. I also have a message from my... She sent a cute, funny video. I didn't realize she had sent it like 12 hours ago until I looked and I was like, oh, let me look at this. Nope. Yoink. And then I have to plug up the mouse and keyboard when stream ends. Alright. Would you like to nickname the Bulbasaur? No. It'd be pretty cool, but no. I'm not typing out something every time I want to check to see if it's shiny. And it's not. It's like, hey, guess what? It's not shiny. Sounds so cruel, man. Your choice is this one. Do you want it? Yeah, I want it. Awesome. Would you like to nickname it? No. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it means you don't love it. Also, I played a little bit of the Pokemon Champions. Lost my first battle the other night because the dude just had way better Pokemon than me. Which, I didn't transfer any Pokemon from like, my collection of Pokemon to it because of the fact that I just... I can't... I can't bring myself to do it. You know, I can't bring myself to wanna bring Pokemon from there. Mostly because a lot of people had said that they've lost to some of theirs, so I'm like, I'll just get Pokemon, like, from the game. Like, it's no big deal. You know? But it's really cute. the animation for it's really cute. I really like it. And there's supposedly like some sort of story to it. I'm in like Great Ball tier, like level 4. It's pretty cool. Haven't gotten a shiny from it yet, but I figured one of these days it'll happen. I'm hoping it's one of the Rotoms, because I love Rotom. Alright, this is the last one, guys, and then I'm done. My throat's tanking. My legs are tired from sitting in the chair. It's also because the chair is just so high off, like, the ground. Like, only my toes really, like, touch it. And, like, this is as low as it goes. Apparently it can get higher than this, but it's like, it's whatever. Then I'm getting, that sounds so sleepy. I kind of am. I'm also hungry, so. And it wasn't a shiny. That blows. No shiny for me, apparently. No shiny for me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the headset off, because this also has to charge, so I'll have to charge it over the weekend. Now let me try to rearrange everything on the desks the way that it was, so that way I can get the... Let me just unplug this. And then let me get... let me scoot this over. So that way it's out of the way. Oops. Oh no, I gotta end quickly before you guys get stuck in an ad. Because it breaks if you try to end the stream when there's an ad in everything. Oh, that was probably loud. Sorry, guys. You guys can just hear how exasperated my talking is now because, like, everything hurts to talk. I mean, like, it doesn't hurt, like, drastically, but you could kind of tell. Alright, where's the mouse? Let me zoom over here, and then... okay, there we go. Alright. That's enough. That's enough of that. I hope everybody had fun. I had fun. I got to yap about a lot of things. So, I mean, obviously it was fun. What did I even do with the mouse? Oh, I put it over here. I wanted to plug it back in. But I hope everybody had fun, because I had fun. And, I'll see you guys. I don't know if I'll see you guys on Monday, but I'm gonna shoot for seeing you guys on Monday. I might bring back the card shop. I don't know yet. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Might bring back the card shop. I might, I might bring, back Backyard Baseball. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might just go right back to Pokopia. I haven't decided yet. But, yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. If I don't see you Monday, I'll see you on Tuesday. Okie dokie. Bye.